Hi everyone, I haven't done one of these in a long while, and I'm here today at Bluebell Hill as part of the Medway megaliths, and I'm going to take you to a place called White Horse Stone, and as you can see behind me, that's Bluebell Hill itself, and I'm going to show you it and tell you a bit about the history of it, so hopefully you enjoy it. See ya. Okay, so what you've probably just seen is the motto that is the county of Kent. So it is the White Horse of Invicta, and basically this stone has a lot to do with the actual sign itself, and it also has a lot of history behind it as well. So the word Invicta comes from the word unconquered or undefeated, and that was taken due to when William the Conqueror destroyed the Saxons at the Battle of Hastings, he decided to move up to London, but on his way he decided to go through to Kent. Now there's two different sides of the story. One is that Dover Castle itself was never taken over, and therefore it remained unconquered. The second of all is that the Saxons ambushed the Normans on their way to London, and they made a peace treaty with the Normans, and the idea is that they were never actually conquered or defeated, and hence why we get the name Invicta. And this White Horse Stone comes from that same principle, which is what I'm going to talk to you about in a minute. Okay, so probably the main importance why this stone is so important and why there's a lot of folklore surrounding it is because there was a Saxon king called King Vortigern, who was a huge importance. Came from the Germanic tribes, and he came over to settle in England, and on his way he was basically taking over a lot of land, and he was trying to go up north and trying to rid the Scots, but he needed help, in which he inscribed the prophecy of two brothers who came along. One was called Horsa and the other one was called Henge, and the idea was that they were there to help, but in fact what they did was they stabbed Vortigern in the back, and they had a huge battle. In fact, actually, the site itself is actually meant to be fairly local, and if you can look round, I mean, if you know Bluebell Hill really well, then you'll know that actually there's a lot of flat land that's around here, and obviously the hill's quite an important site itself, spiritually, haunting, whatever you want to take it as. But this, they say, is the stone where Horsa came and basically died. The other rumours that this is actually part of a barrow or a tomb, but there's no actual evidence that was ever said about it. In fact, actually being here, you'd find it very difficult to imagine that there was one, really, although it's got the same feel as Kit's Cotty. It's hard that you'd sort of imagine that there wasn't even the slightest bit of evidence to sort of suggest that there may have been a barrow here or a tomb, because obviously a tomb and entrance would probably have like what you'd have in Kit's Cotty, so you'd have like surrounding stones on top. But this is a beautiful place. I thoroughly recommend you should check it out, even though it's one stone and yeah, it's a bit boring, but it's the legend that comes with it, and pretty much the birth of what the insignia of Kent itself. So please come along and check it out. enjoy this view. I'm sure in winter time it'll be even more spectacular. And again, this is one of the Medway megaliths. I've done a few on my channel, so please check the rest of those out and hopefully enjoy it. Take care, bye.